Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the CPT coding for radiology section. I have explained some basic concept for the radiology part and also the important point that we need to consider when we code for the radiology section. And also I have provided the 3 examples that will help to make the concept more clear, and also it will make more sense to you guys. Please like and subscribe my channel if you feel this video is really helpful to you. This will encourage me to make more videos like this. All right, let's get started.
Diagnostic radiology. Diagnostic imaging includes X-ray, computed tomography scan, CT scan, MRI, and other imaging procedure. The codes are located in the index under the term X-ray, CT, MRI. And while we code for the radiology, we have to make sure that the question has asked about number of views taken, like how many number of views are taken. So we have to keep an eye on that as well. If the order says minimum of 3 views, one code is used for 3 or more views, no matter how many views are taken. Contrast material. If the contrast is given orally or rectally, do not code with contrast. This is really important. If the contrast is given intravenously, intra-articularly, intrathecally, code with contrast. When a scan is done without contrast material followed by the contrast material in the same body area, use one code, that is with and without the contrast material. Do not use 2 different codes with contrast and also another code without contrast. So we can use one code if the question is asking without contrast material and with contrast material at the same time. Mammography. Diagnostic mammography is either unilateral or bilateral according to the medical necessity, and the screening mammography is always bilateral. Modifier. So there are different kinds of modifier. The first one is the professional component. This says who interpreted the procedure, and the modifier used is 26. It includes supervising the procedure, reading and interpreting the result. Technical component use who means who performed the procedure, and the modifier used for the technical component is TC. So the difference between the professional and technical is in the professional, we have to make sure who interpreted the procedure, who read the procedure, and in the technical component, we have to make sure who performed the procedure. So who performed and who interpreted. These are the 2 different things in the modifier that we need to try to differentiate and keep an eye of these important stuff in the question. And the next one is the no modifier, which is also called the global. It includes both professional component and the technical component. If a physician owns the equipment, performs and interprets result, no modifier is used. It includes same provider, same facility. Example 1, radiological examination, X-ray of the forearm, anterior, posterior and lateral views. What code should be submitted on the claim form for a physician who provided only the SNI, supervision and interpretation? That is the professional component for this procedure. So here the question is asking about the X-ray of the forearm. So we have to go to the index and find the X-ray, and for the forearm we can find under the under lower arm. So under the lower arm we can find the code It's really tiny, so let's zoom it. Under lower arm is 73090, and we're gonna verify this this code. And this is also like the claim is for the physician who provided only the SNI, which is the supervision and interpretation. So here 7 radiological examination for the forearm, and we have 2 views, that is the anterior posterior and the lateral view. That's the 2 views, so it's 73090. So that is the code for this question. As the question is talking about only providing the supervision and interpretation, we need to use 26 modifier, because the question hasn't asked about any technical thing, who performed the procedure, but it's asking who provided the SNI, that's the professional component, who provided the interpretation, that's the 26. So 739026 modifier is the code for this question. Our next question is CT scan of the head with contrast material. The scan was performed at an independent radiology facility, and it was sent to an independent radiologist who read and reported the findings. What code and modifier should the independent radiology facility report on the claim it submit? So here the question is asking about the CT scan of the head. So we're gonna go to the index with CT scan. And under the CT scan we can check with contrast, and there is head, so we're gonna go with 70460, and we will verify this. And here the question is asking what code should the independent radiology facility report. So it's the question about who performed the procedure. So it's computed tomography of head without the contrast, but our question is with contrast, so it's 70460. So here the question is asking about the scan was performed at an independent radiology facility, and the question is what code should be used for the independent radiology facility for the claim. So this is the technical stuff, so we have to use TC as a modifier. It's not asking who read the result, it's asking who performed the procedure. So the answer is 7046. Our next example is 2 views of the second digit on each hand done in the physician office and read by the physician are coded for Medicare as. So here we'll go in the front part of the book, and we'll go under the list of radiology, and from there we'll go to the diagnostic radiology. And the question is about the 2 views of second digit. So for the second digit or second finger on each hand, so it's minimum of 2 views. So we'll go to the, now there's a chest, spine and pelvis, and now it's the upper extremities. Now under the upper extremities we'll try to find the hand, and it should be minimum of 2 views. So the radiological examination of That's the minimum of 3 views. The radiological examination of fingers, minimum of 2 views, and the answer is 73140. Also in the front page of the CPT coding book, it's mentioned that there is a modifier. There's a list of modifier for the hands, for the feet, for if it's a second finger or third finger or fourth finger, left hand. So there is a modifier list of all the digits of hand and feet. I'm sorry I couldn't show this in my video, but it's in the front part of the CPT coding book. So from there you can find F1 modifier for the left and F6 modifier for the right hand, and that is for the second digit. So our answer is 73140 F1 for the left hand and 73140 F6 for the right hand for the second digit.
Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.